Yeah.
Did you tell her what you saw when you gone?
Of course not. Of course not.
That's all I wanted to know.
The Unicorn in the Garden, from Favors for Our Time. Written by James Talbot, scripted by Asano Keizo.
Once, upon a sunny morning, a man who sat in a breakfast nook looked up from his scrambled eggs to see a white unicorn with a golden horn quietly cropping the roses in the garden. The man
Went up to the bedroom
Where his wife was still asleep. Oh.
and woke up. There's a unicorn in the garden,
he said.
eating roses.
She opened one unfriendly eye and looked at him.
The unicorn is a mystical beast.
She said, and turned her back on him.
The man walked slowly downstairs and out into the garden.
The unicorn was still there. Now he was browsing among the tulips. Here, unicorn.
Said the man, and he pulled up a lily and gave it to him.
The unicorn ate it gravely.
With a high heart,
Because there was a
in
unicorn.
his garden, the man went upstairs and roused his wife again.
The unicorn
He said,
ate a lily.
His wife sat up in bed and looked at him coldly.
You are booby,
She said,
and I'm gonna have you put in a booby hat.
the man who had never liked the words booby and booby hatch, and who liked them even less on a shiny morning where there was a unicorn in the garden, thought for a moment.
We'll see about that.
He said. He walked over to the door.
He has a golden horn in the middle of his
He
forehead.
told her. Then he,
Went back to the garden to watch the unicorn.
but the unicorn had gone away. The man sat down among the roses and went to sleep.
as soon as the husband had gone out of the house, the wife,
Got undressed,
as fast as she could, she was,
very excited.
and there was a cloud in her eye. She telephoned the police and she telephoned the psychiatrist. She told them to hurry to her house.
And bring a straight jacket.
When the police
And the psychiatrist
arrived,
they
sat down in chairs and looked at her with great interest.
My husband
She said,
saw a unicorn this morning.
The police looked at the psychiatrist.
And the psychiatrist looked at the police.
He told me it ate a lily.
she said,
The psychiatrist looked at the police.
And the police looked at the psychiatrist.
He told me it had a golden horn in the middle of its forehead.
she said.
At a solemn signal from the psychiatrist, the police leaped from their chairs and seized the wife. They had a hard time subduing her,
For she put up a terrific struggle.
but they finally subdued her, just as they got her into a straitjacket.
The husband came back into the house.
Did you tell your wife you saw a unicorn? Asked the police.
Of course not.
Said the husband.
The unicorn is a mystical beast.
That's all I wanted to know.
Said the psychiatrist.
Take away.
I'm sorry, sir, but the wife is as crazy as Jaybird.
So they took her away, cursing and screaming,
No.
and shut her up in an institution.
The husband lived happily ever after.